In the previous episode, we finally made our way to Shakuras, the homeworld of the Dark Templar. However, upon arriving there, we found out that something is not quite right. Matriach Vorazun explained to us that apparently all of a sudden, the warp gate that connects Shakuras to Aiur reopened, and since of course Amon has control of Aiur, that means that the Hybrid and the Zerg made their way to the home planet of the Nerazim. Now we did help some of the people evacuate off of the planet, but I don't know if it is enough.
Despite this tragedy, I am pleased to see you once more, Hierarch. I had hoped that our next interaction would be your announcement of Aiur's reclamation.
As did I. Instead, the Templar have fallen.
Then the threat is greater than I realized.
We cannot let the same fate befall Shakuras.
It is too late for that. Amon's Zerg poured through the warp gate as a tide of flesh and blade. They have already overrun Telemetros and are nearing the shrines of Lazul. This world is lost. With such an infestation, Shakuras must be destroyed.
What?
Destroy Shakuras? I will not permit this.
Permit? Shakuras was my people's home long before we offered yours sanctuary upon it. I will not let this world be a den for Amon's forces. Worlds may fall to ash. What matters is that we endure.
To lose Shakuras and Aiur.
We are a vagabond people, Artanis. Our true home has always been Aiur. Let us reclaim it together.
It is fitting that the daughter of Raja Gal decides the fate of the world she helped forge. Let us make preparations at once.
Alright, somewhat called a Death Star. Apparently,
I've powered up a new ship subsystem.
Oh, nice.
You can review it in the solar core now.
Apparently we have a world to destroy. I did not quite realize that apparently this would be the solution. I mean, obviously Shakuras has been the home to the Dark Templar for a long time, ever since I guess the Templar and the Dark Templar sort of split. It's a little bit sad though. Vorazun, what do you have to say about this? I mean, we evacuated some of the people, but I can imagine that there are still going to be tons and tons. I mean, we read that there were, I think like 118 million or so people on this planet. Are you sure we can just simply destroy it?
Of all the Templar, you never wavered in the belief that our two peoples could live in unity. It is something I admired in you.
It is ironic to hear you say this. All this time, I believed you were reluctant to accept the unity I sought.
You and I had many a disagreement in the Twilight Council. For day by day, I saw my people losing what they were. I saw our precious old ways erode.
You wished to preserve them.
I am Nerazim, Dark Templar. I hold great pride in my people.
But you are also Protoss. That is the greater affiliation.
That is not what the Conclave believed when we were exiled long ago. Your kind had Aiur. Our culture is all we ever had.
Alright. So they don't really feel that attached, I suppose, to Shakuras. I guess they always really wanted to return to Aiur anyway. Now apparently we have a new upgrade available at the Solar Core. Let's have a look. What's up, Carax?
What have you discovered about the Keystone, Phase Smith?
Only that my skills may be inadequate to
Oh, come on, dude.
Explain.
Imagine the Terrans obtained one of our fabrication matrices. Could their scientists ever understand its engineering? The task set before me is of a similar scale. The Cell Naga were beings beyond our understanding.
Keep working, Carax. I have faith in you.
I love the low-key trash talk of the Protoss to this, like, human species, right? Now he's making fun of our intellect, and already previously they made fun of our orifices. It is kind of fascinating that there is some low-key hate against the Terran, I suppose. Or at the very least, that feeling that the Protoss feel that they are superior. Oh man, that extra set of arms seems very helpful. Anyways, let's have a look. So apparently, yeah, we now have a third row right over here. That is awesome. I gotta say, I actually liked in warp-in reinforcements a lot more than I had anticipated. Although, let's have a look at those. So we have Nexus Overcharge. Allows the Nexus to automatically attack nearby enemy units for 20 damage. Since I do have a tendency to not make enough static defense, turning my Nexus into a massive cannon sounds very, very tempting. We have Orbital Assimilator. The Spear of Adun automatically harvests Vespian gas from assimilators without requiring probes. Okay, that's also really nice. And then we have Warp Harmonization. Stargates and robotics facilities can transform to utilize warp-in technology. Warp-in cooldowns are 20% faster than original build times. All three of those are really, really good. I think once again, I want to try and see if I can use all of those, at least at some point. I think for now we'll just pick Nexus Overcharge and see how that one plays out. Since I do really like the warp-in reinforcements, I'm gonna go ahead and select that one once again. Although Chrono Search is really powerful too. And then I guess I'll pick up Temporal Field for here. Creates, I don't know exactly what this one is, but creates 3 temporal fields that freeze enemy units and structures in time for 20 seconds. So does that mean I can also still fight them while they are frozen in time? I'm not entirely sure, but this is going to be a pretty interesting setup. I still have some points remaining, so let's get some additional starting supply there too. But I like the fact that we are slowly unlocking more and more of these tiers. We're going to become a really powerful species near the end of this. Let's have a look at the War Council. Do you have anything to say about my orifice?
The Dark Templar are heretics, exiles. We must be on our guard.
Rohana is like that grandma, you know? Like the old grandma who is, you know, subtly racist. Or I guess not so subtly in Rohana's case. Anyway, get out of there. Let's have a look at the assembly panel.
Cloaked warriors are now available for deployment.
Ooh, they're called Cloaked Warriors. Apparently I can pick up the Dark Templar with Shadow Fury, rather. Shadow Fury quickly attacks multiple enemy ground units. They are permanently cloaked. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that this one is going to be on autocast, and it's easily one of the strongest abilities in the game. Because it deals a stupid amount of damage and it basically one-shots the majority of the units that are out there. We also have the Avenger. Recalls to a dark shrine on death. Permanently cloaked. The Avenger is automatically recalled to a dark shrine with full shields and life upon taking fatal damage. This effect can occur more than once, or cannot occur rather, more than once every 60 seconds. You know what? I kind of feel like the Dark Templar over here are going to be the better option. Just because I can sort of make them part of my main army, right? I will have a look at the other units in just a little bit too. Devout students of the Void, our Dark Templar have gained a deeper understanding of the powers they wield. They can now teleport across short distances while unleashing a death stroke with their warp blades, making them even more lethal than before. Alright. I want to try out the Annihilator as well. A lot of you mentioned that the Annihilator is absolutely incredible. And by the way, apparently, if this is going to be on autocast, I think I'm going to leave it on Dark Templar for now. But apparently, the Annihilator's Shadow Cannon does need to be manually targeted, rather. I do have my Rapid Fire available, so I am going to be able to quickly, you know, use all of those abilities. So we can at the very least have a look. Shadow Cannon deals heavy damage to enemy ground or air units. So essentially, what that means is that I can hit air with Immortals, right? Or I guess with Annihilators in this case, and it deals bonus damage to armored units. The Nerazim believed that their connection to the Void strengthens near death. Some of their warriors have made use of Immortal technology to keep themselves in such state indefinitely. The resultant assault frames possess considerable firepower. Alrighty, very interesting. Well, that does mean I don't really need to worry too much about the Dragoon and the Zealot for now. I think I like these two units, but we can definitely make an army composition based around the Dark Templar, the Annihilator, and then we'll probably drop any leftover minerals on the Zealot instead. I think this is a really nice setup for us. Or I guess, you know what? Let's go full Nerazim. Right? Let's go ahead and play full Nerazim. See how that plays out. So we'll go ahead and play Centurion, Annihilator, Dark Templar. It sounds badass. Well, without further ado, I think it is time.
The evacuation ships have reported in. All are present and are being escorted by the Spear of Adun.
Alright. Yeah, I think that it means that it is time to head on over to the Celestial Array and check out the next mission.
This was not an easy decision, but I would rather see Shakuras destroyed than overwhelmed by Amon's Zerg. We have much to plan, Hierarch.
Oh. 50 million Zerg life signs? Can we have 50 million dancers? Apparently we can. Alright, so we will get access to the Kaideran monolith, and I will also get plus 10 solarite for completing the bonus objective. Let's have a look. Destroy the Zenith stones within the first 10 minutes of the last 10 mission. Don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. Although, if this is gonna be... Yeah, I think this may very well be like the Temple of the Past. The co-op mission, where basically you just have to defend the temple. If that's the case, I might very well be able to do this with maybe some Dark Templar or something along those lines. And then there's also one over here. Hold out until 1.8 billion Zerg arrive on Shakuras in the last stand mission on normal difficulty. 1.8 billion Zerg? Well, we're gonna be playing Brutal. That difficulty has been selected. I think it is time to launch. This is gonna be a tricky one.
Tell me, Vorazun, how will we bring destruction to your world?
The Xel'Naga Temple's phase prism can be overloaded, forcing a spike of energy into the planet's core. Enough of a charge, and the planet will shatter. Amon will not possess my world.
I have been thinking about this choice.
Are you reconsidering?
No. My time here has reminded me of the courage of your people. That we must fight. If we are to suffer, then so too will Amon. We will lure as many of Amon's Hybrid and Zerg through the gateway as we can. Only once enough are through to wound him will we overload the temple and flee.
You mean to bleed him? Bold. But we can't risk the forces it would require to do such a thing.
Leave that to me, Matriarch. I have learned much from the Dark Templar.
Our forces have secured the Xel'Naga Temple grounds. Artemis, how go your preparations?
I am configuring the temple now, but without the Uraj and the Callus, it will take time.
Time is not all it will take. The temple's energies are regulated by 3 Zenith stones. Only once they are destroyed can the temple be overloaded.
Until then, we must defend it from the Zerg and their hybrid masters.
The Nerazim have long used Kaideran monoliths to protect our lands. I see your Phase-Smith has become familiar with them.
Indeed, Matriarch. The monoliths are quite deadly and fire a considerable distance. They should prove instrumental in our defense.
The moment has come. Let us begin.
Alrighty. So I think I really want to try and see if I can get the 1.8 billion Zerg on the planet. I don't know if I can hold out for that long.
The stones are destroyed, the better off we shall be. The Zerg will overwhelm the temple grounds shortly.
Agreed. Although, should it become necessary, my Dark Templar can sneak through the enemy and destroy the stones.
Okay. I really like this though. This is awesome. You know what? Let us head on over to one of those here already. I think I should be able to move over in that direction as long as I've got my, Do you think I can actually destroy that? I'm not entirely sure. We can at the very least try though, see how this goes. Anyways, so I definitely want to try and play mass static defense. That's gonna be our main goal.
Exercise caution when attacking a Zenith stone.
Woo!
The energies may become volatile as it is damaged.
Those Dark Templar are insane.
The Zerg gathered for an attack to the southwest. Ignite your blades, warriors.
I don't have a lot of units yet. Maybe I should set up a couple more photon cannons over in that area. Although, I gotta say, I really do like the way that this is going so far. There's some couple of psionic storms that are being used, but... I hope that I've got enough Zerglings here already. Or enough units here already to deal with this. Yeah, look at that. It's just a small army for now. I think we're fine. So basically, what I need to do is hold on for a very long time. You can see how much Zerg is currently on Shakuras. That does mean that I'm gonna need quite a bit of income as well. So I'm definitely gonna, want to focus on an expansion as soon as possible. I got one of the Zenith stones already taken control of though. So I kind of feel like I should make my way over to that other corner already as well. Yeah, it's hard to focus on both achievements. I mean, with one, I really want to focus on economy first, and with the other one, I really want to obviously make a big army before the 10-minute mark. Anyway, I'll just warp in a couple of zealots for now, and we'll go from there. Oh my god, dude. These Dark Templar are insanely potent. These Dark Templar have a lot of damage output. Alright, let's go ahead and make the Nexus over at the newly acquired base. And we'll be heading down towards the low ground. Now, I gotta keep in mind that there are some mutas and you know, apparently some other units over there too.
Another brood of Zerg is preparing to attack from a hive to the northwest.
Oh, this is a much smaller ramp. We're gonna have to be pretty careful as well with where we are positioning our units. Because obviously, if I block off my own entry into my base, it's gonna make it much harder to actually get any kind of damage out. I don't know exactly what the bonus objective is gonna be like either. So it's all gonna be a little bit messy. Although I do think Temporal Field is gonna be pretty helpful here. Not sure about warp and reinforcements though. That one probably not as helpful, but we can warp in a couple of units just like that. I'm still focusing on a lot of additional economy here too. And if you could maybe go ahead and make one over there, just so we can put up some static defense if we need to, that would be great. I think I do want to make, a little bit. This is like the co-op mission in solo mode, right? In a way. Anyway, I do think I want to be a little more careful here. We'll kill those units. But I do think I want to focus on a lot of economy here first, and then we'll just simply cannon up and turtle up our bases like no tomorrow. And I do want to make a bunch of those Dark Templar as well. If you could go ahead and hit that thing, that'd be great. Do they have any detection? Doesn't look like it. I guess I can try out the temporal fields as well, right? I'm not sure how this works, but I guess there's only one proper way of finding out. There we go. Can I kill them? Can I still attack them? Oh, I can.
Our observers are reporting a vast number of Zerg have poured onto Shakuras.
And yet, not a single hybrid. Amon is testing our resolve.
There were hybrids in the previous one, right? This is not great. But at the very least, I've got some damage coming out of my Nexus right now. Actually, that Nexus is super good. I just killed that one too, by the way. The objective point over there. And it does look like we will be able to clean up these units with the Nexus overcharge. Overseer is now coming over there, but we are already in a pretty good spot.
The Zerg approach the temple from the southeastern accessway.
Trying to put up some photon cannons as well as shield batteries. Shield batteries in the front, just because they are super good at just simply deflecting a lot of damage. Let us make a Dark Shrine right about right now. There we go. And I do need to make sure, obviously, as well, that I get some more air units out for this this objective over there. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna want to grab a bunch of those. I guess I'm just gonna make a few Dragoons at this point and just go from there. I might actually need another gateway or two as well then. I still have 2 minutes remaining, but...
Templar. The Zerg are moving to assault both sides of the temple.
Should be okay. Don't really see exactly how this is gonna be much of an issue. I will have a stupid amount of income, by the way. Little bit of double-pronged harass, but I think we're gonna be more than fine over there. Yeah, I gotta say, the Dark Templar are gonna be really good for base defense as well. Usually you don't really use them like that, but since they don't seem to bring a lot of detection, this should be okay. Okay. I want to make sure that I grab myself this bonus objective too, though. Let's see if we can move out right now. I can obviously warp in some reinforcements too. I'm gonna do exactly that. 2 more gateways, just about to finish up. Let's go ahead and build up to like 5 gateways, and we're still building more and more eco. Okay. Did I not get the... Oh, I did. Good. Question is, do I have enough? I could wait another wave, I suppose, but we have got quite a lot of units here. Guess I could also just snipe down... Yeah, and just send over the majority of my units. There we go. And that should actually be the Zenith Stone taken care of. There is now currently a pretty big wave coming over here, though, so I gotta be careful. They are bringing in Overseers now, too. It's gonna be a little difficult to hold on here with just the units that I've got. Okay. It's time for us to start putting down a lot more gateways. Okay, there we go. 9 minutes, 45 seconds, and I killed all of the bonus objectives. Did I get the achievement? I did. Very good. Okay, so that means that right now we can really start focusing on holding on.
The Zenith Stones have been destroyed.
We're gonna turtle.
Once your task is complete, the temple can be overloaded.
Understood. And the temple alignment is proceeding well. Now, we wait for the Zerg.
There we go. Let's go ahead and get a whole lot of zealots out. I guess in this case, though, I probably want to make a lot of... Yeah, I probably want to make a lot of photon cannons here. I was going to say my mineral drop was going to be focused around...
Curious. There are overlords closing on the temple.
Oh, God.
grounds.
I have seen this tactic before.
Yeah.
They are transporting ground forces. Destroy the overlords, quickly.
That's the wrong one. I do want to spend a lot of my minerals here on photon cannons. That's what I was going to say. There we go. Shield batteries ideally in the front. Just because they're super helpful here. Oh my god, pathetic attempt by Amon. He's gonna commit to the drop as well, even though he, yeah, did not get any units out. Good. I like this. Alright, so we're currently at 500 million Zerg. We have to hold on for probably about another 20 minutes or so. I don't know if they start ramping up or how this is gonna play out, but...
Our readouts indicate there are nearly 500 million Zerg on Shakuras.
This is not good.
All of them moving for this temple.
Let them come. The Templar will endure.
So I gotta overload manually before the temple dies. Okay. I mean, this is really nice though. The temporal fields are super helpful here. If you want to do this perfectly, I think I should have gone with the overcharge so I could really saturate my bases a little bit quicker, because I'm still busy making, you know, probes at this point. And we've been here for a little while, but I don't mind this. I was gonna make a whole bunch of immortals as well, but I feel like I should probably focus on more like passive units, because I do feel like most of the time in the later stage of these kind of missions, at least in my experience, like the enemies will come from all angles at once, right? And it's gonna be difficult to micro the shadow cannon. Also, you really don't want to have a massive standing army here anyway. I do want to warp in occasionally, but I think static defense is gonna be the way to go. One thing we do have to keep in mind as well is that the Kaidiran monoliths cost gas to build. They're pretty expensive. I'm not being very careful, by the way, with where I put down my units, but...
The Zerg are attacking the temple from all 3 sides at once.
Wait, there's 4 sides. What do you mean all 3 sides? They don't teach counting in Shakuras school. They do on Ire, but clearly not over here. You know what? If this was an issue, we just simply do it like that. Look at that. That means we can sort of like slow down the advancement of these units and have them come up at a bit of a, you know, slower pace, I suppose. Which should really work out nicely in our favor. I mean, they're just chilling right over there. Alright, yeah, since they do have a whole lot of these Ultralisk, I should definitely put down a bunch of monoliths as well, though. Monoliths are very nice when it comes to picking off these big units in particular. Can't forget about the value of the shield battery, though. This is good, though. This is like playing single-player co-op, and I know it sounds really weird because co-op is technically based off of the campaign, but... Did I lock myself in? Are you stuck? Oh my god, that's the stupidest probe of all time. Did you see that? Can she not go through there? Really? This is what I mean. I'm sorry. Whew! Let us actually just go ahead and make some photon cannons over here. Okay. That part is now pretty nicely defended. Let's go ahead and focus some of our attention over on this side then. Shield batteries are really good at tanking damage. Ooh.
Falls on your shadowed world.
By the gods, I have never seen such abomination. Warriors, focus all cannons on the hybrid. We must defend the temple.
Does that work on them too? No, they just get slowed down. Yeah, they just get slowed down for a little bit. Fair enough. Wish I could make Stargate units already. That'd be great. Looks like the monoliths are really good for that kind of stuff, though. Yeah, monoliths just shred it. Anyway, shield batteries at the front because they're really good as far as the like ratio of HP to cost goes. Oh, come on. Ugh, that's dirty. Dragoons are not that fast either. I think I would have been better off with stalkers over here, so I could blink them into a position. Or maybe I should just not move them. Yeah, they are absolutely getting shredded over here. There we go. They're pretty relentless though with their pushing so far. Okay. Let's go ahead and spend our resources, because I've had too much money here for a little while already. Putting down a lot of photon cannons too. I mean, if you've ever played multiplayer, you know of the strength of photon cannons. I'm pretty sure the majority of the people that ever started playing ladder in StarCraft found themselves cannon rushed.
I've never borne witness to so many Zerg. Was this the threat my mother once faced?
No, Matriarch. This threat is a far greater one, and it will take all we have to resist it.
I love the reference, by the way, to Russia Gal and as well as the two crystals. What are they called again? The Urash. And I don't know exactly what the name was from StarCraft 1. So good. I definitely, when I first played through Legacy of the Void, I did definitely not understand what that was all about. I was like, okay, cool, yeah. He said some names. But I love that. They really try in a way to tie the stories together, I suppose. Which is nice. Man, that's a lot of hybrid, though. What do you think about adding on more cannon, or more Nexi? This may look really dumb. What's the damage output of this thing? Of Chronos Search, I guess. I don't know. Can we, this one has got 11 kills. It seemed to be quite good. Is that really dumb? I mean, taking Cannon Rush to the next level. Put up some Nexi. I don't know if that takes up too much space, though. It may very well just simply take up too much space. But I've got minerals. Worst case scenario is they lose. What I put... Oh my god, yes. That's great. There's a lot of long-range units, though. Even though we're sort of playing Vorazun. We got no Void Race. That'll teach Amon. Maybe I should actually just go ahead and put up some photon cannons here instead. Probably not a bad idea. We're gonna have to fill up the entirety of our base, though, with just simply pylons and then all of the other units here as well. Right? Just simply try and make sure that we stay alive until 1.8 billion. We have to survive until 1 billion for the actual mission objective, but I want to try and get the bonus. A bit tricky though. So far, we seem to be doing a pretty decent job. These shield batteries are replenishing like no tomorrow.
The moment approaches, warriors. The temple is realigning. It will be ready soon.
Hierarch, I have discovered a solarite cache beneath the Zelnaga temple.
Oh, what?
If we can hold longer, I should be able to retrieve it.
Oh, that's the
Begin
bonus?
the retrieval process, Karax. We will hold the temple.
Oh, I was gonna say, if I need a standing army to go out on a map, that would be awful. But no, that's not the case. Okay, good. Oh my god, there's units coming from every angle now, though. I guess Kadir and monoliths are pretty good. Most of my probes are getting stuck because of all the building that I've been doing. If one of you could maybe go over here, that'd be awesome. We can sort of bug out the UI or the AI a bunch as well by putting up a bunch of those shield batteries near the front. Keep my probe alive, please. Thank you. Oh god, no! So many Banes! Aw, mean. That's just rude. Alright. I don't even know if I can actually hold on to 1 billion, let alone 1.8. I was feeling pretty confident here initially, but they continue coming from every angle. Now, obviously, the achievement is actually on the normal difficulty. So you're not quite supposed to get it on this level, but there sure are a lot of enemies. Okay. All right. Anyone else need any defense? Oh, I guess a pylon there ended up dying. If you could maybe get it back in there, that'd be great. I'm not too happy with how this area looks, to be honest. Because, I mean...
The temple thrums with energy. It is ready.
Oh, Solarite retrieval is still in progress. If we can hold on just a while longer...
It's 1.5 billion carats, you madman? That's not a little while longer. Alright, well, we're gonna try. I can overload the temple right now if I want to. I guess I'm gonna have to put up cannons just in the center bit. Okay. Very nice. Could there be a cannon over here somewhere? Or like a pylon? That'd be good. Oh my god, there's units from everywhere! 1.1 billion. I feel like those Nexi I built were a bad mistake. Although they are very tanky. So once the, you know, defenses inevitably break, we're gonna be okay. But I do have the trigger button right now, guys. I have a button that allows me to blow up Shakuras, one of my personal favorite planets. Can we make a new planet? So that's StarCraft 3. Do you think I should have just gone monoliths? I don't know. Seem to have a lot of gas. I was trying to spend my attention or send my focus on all on all sides, but I feel like the one over here will fall fastest though, because this is an area that's not as well defended as some of the others. Even though it's completely filled up with photon cannons, right? I guess the forge and whatnot are not in the most ideal position. Plus, there's a lot of these hybrids continuously coming up from there. Yeah, and I can also not really maneuver my army around very efficiently. Guess what I can do, though, is warp in a couple of those things. Also, I could spend a lot more of my attention over at this area to really, you know, slow them down a lot. Can you go ahead and map? Yeah, cool. That'd be great. Alright. Still have a lot of money. Try not to block my own mining, obviously, if I can. Okay, those cannons are just about to finish. Which means that I can once again put a bunch of those things at the front. Okay. Units are coming from every side continuously. It's kind of crazy. We're almost at 1.5 billion though. My frames are dropping like no tomorrow, which means that there is a lot of Zerg indeed. I've got a feeling it's not quite 1.8 billion, but freeze the day. What was that? I don't know what that was. Wait, wasn't it 1.1 or 1.8 rather? Am I crazy? I have no clue. I'm pretty sure it was 1.8. Well, we are gonna try and hold on to 1.8. May have just made my own achievement. I don't think so, but I can overload it.
The Solarite has been successfully warped aboard the Spear of Adun.
Whew, My god, all of a sudden this area has fallen. Oh god. These things are scary. Guys, calm down. You're breaking my beautiful fortification. I don't think you understand what that means. Alright. Can only look at one side at once, obviously. This part seems to be holding on decently well. Okay, let's put one down immediately once again. 1.67. Oh, they are breaking through now, though. They're actually getting into my mineral line over here. It's so hard to keep spending your money, though. Certain sites are doing way better than others. 1.7 billion. I want to hold on for just a little bit longer. That Nexus is actually taking so many units for itself to hit. That is great. All right, well, I'm pretty much broke now. 1.75. All right, 50 million Zerg remaining. I don't think there's a whole lot more that I can do. Give me the achievement game. Oh my god, I'm so close to losing. I'm very close to losing. All right, 1.8. All right, here we go, here we go. Give me the achievement, give me the achievement. Yes! Okay, I'm sorry, Shakuras. But this needs to be done. Woo! Pretty happy we made it on Brutal. With both achievements.
Templar,
The bonus
initiate
objective.
dimensional recall. Get to safety, now!
Nice works. The Zerg are poised to breach the temple.
Have faith, Matriach. Your fallen people cry out for vengeance, and they shall have it.
Take your time, Artanis. Just walk up the staircase. So we're overloading the crystals to blow up this planet.
Of our kind suffer, separated from the glory of the Kala.
I love that he's got one of the side blades of Zeratul. We saw him pick up the, I guess it's like a bracelet. Get out of there, Artanis! Ah, cool guys don't look at explosions. And I think he just got warped out in the nick of time. And with that, Shakuras has been destroyed. That's a little bit disappointing, I suppose, but I guess it is the best course of action. I mean, considering we really don't want Amon to get any more of a foothold in this part of the galaxy. Then again, he seems to have such a massive control over so many of those worlds already. Is 1.8 billion really, is that really gonna hurt him very much? I mean, he's losing a planet out of all of the ones that he's got already. I don't know if he really cares that much, but regardless, that means that that is the end of the home world of the Dark Templar. Although, I guess, in retrospect, the actual homeworld of all Protoss is Aiur, and Aiur is still alive and kicking. What if Amon decides to respond to this and blows up Aiur instead? That would basically be the end of the Protoss race, right? I guess they could still live on in the Spear of Adun, but... Anyways, we did successfully complete this mission. I got myself, I think, like 4 or so achievements here in total, which is really nice. Can't complain about that. Really happy with the way that this mission ran there in total. Now, we completed the bonus objective. We got all of the achievements. That means that it's time to end this video here today. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below so you get notifications as soon as future videos go live. And if you are already subscribed, make sure to click the little bell icon so you get notifications as soon as future videos go live. Special thank you to all of the Patreon supporters. Thank you guys so much for your generosity and helping me do this whole thing full time. Really appreciate it. But for now, I want to thank you for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile, alright? And I will see you in the next one.